What Google did was it looked at the amount of time that was spent at home in January and February and used that as a baseline to compare the amount of time we spent at home during the lockdowns. Joe Biden has claimed Arizona. He's actually flipped that state. That's really important. It was regarded as a swing state, so he's flipped that in favor of the Democrats, and that has not been done since 1996. So India really making records, shattering the records in terms of daily number of cases in any country around the world. In the space of just 24 hours, we're talking almost 400,000 cases. This is the war the president may have expected. A jungle in a remote part of Africa. The enemy hiding in the bush. Instead, his battle is here, a shopping centre in Kwamashu. Tanks rolling in as he surveys the damage. 77% of Americans said yes, the outbreak had in fact divided the country even more. 54% of Germans said that there were more divisions in the country as a result of COVID-19. 46% of the British public said that divisions had become more entrenched. We take a quick look at the animation. Here it comes, there's the moon. And as it gets to the umbra, remember that's the narrow shadow which we mentioned, all of that red light tends to head directly towards the moon. And so we tend to see, Kathy, a progression which looks a little bit like this. Add it all up, we're talking about 48% of our nurses, and get this, they're set to retire within the next 15 years. Let's focus first of all on homicides, Sally, and we'll get some clarity in terms of what that actually costs South Africa. Believe it or not, 6% of South Africa's GDP in 2019. That translated, Sally, to a cost of 315 billion rand. You mentioned the unrest in July and the looting. The president put a figure on that of roughly 50 billion rand. About a third of people said the United States is the world's leading economic power. And get this, Tullis, almost 50% said it was actually China. Then we took it a step further and we focused on the ICU. So if you're in ICU, intensive care, things are getting pretty serious. Here we had 68 people in the intensive care unit because of COVID, and 61 of them had not been vaccinated. So a tiny fraction of those who were in ICU had been vaccinated. I have just had the opportunity to meet a real life anaconda. Her name is Chiquita. She's been slithering all over my body. She's been exploring my head. She's been working her way down my torso. It's been fantastic.